Those of you that are married, the most important quality in your marriage is how you love your spouse. Now remember, I'm not talking about loving them perfectly, unconditionally. None of us are perfect. But what is the direction of our love? If you love your spouse the most when they deserve it the least, your spouse is going to learn to trust you with their weaknesses. You're becoming friends. You know, many people tell me they're married to their best friend. A friend is someone I can trust with my weaknesses. And you're probably on a journey to become soulmates. But if you love each other with conditions, I'll love you when you're the way I want you to be, but I'll give you the silent treatment when you're not. You're going to develop walls of separation. I'm sure many of you know the silent treatment. Both of my parents were Irish. I was raised on the silent treatment. In fact, it became a family heirloom. I had a lady, she came to one of my retreats. She was from Ireland. Then she went back to Ireland and sent me a cartoon from one of the newspapers. And two of the ladies were talking, and one said to the other, "I feel so terrible. My husband had been dead for 2 days." I thought he was giving me the silent treatment. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. In fact, I don't know if any of you have that combination of an Irish person married to a German. That's not a good combination. Germans love to give orders, and the Irish hate to take them. So you know the silent treatment. But you know why today I think it's so important what I share with you about this important aspect of your marriage is I don't think marriage was ever devised to last as long as it can today. Most of my parents' contemporaries, they never became soulmates. They just learned to adjust to each other. In the early 1900s, the average age was 47 years of age. In the old days, parents had their children, they got them started in life, got to know their grandkids, and then they got ready to die. Well, today, your children can leave the house and you'll have another 30, 35 years together. It makes a big difference whether you're married to a crank for 15 years or 35 years. So this becomes even a bigger issue, how we love our spouse. So remember what I'm saying, how we love is a reflection of how we believe that God loves us. That's why the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, that God loves us the most when we deserve it the least, has to be the foundation of our love. But it's a journey, you know, it's a journey. We don't have it all figured out when we're 30. In fact, if you had it all together when you're 30, what would you do the rest of your life?